Welcome to the Campfire. This week we're taking a deep dive into 22 6A. The teams in this district are Alvin, Shadow Creek, Manville, Dobie, Memorial, Sam Rayburn, South Houston, Pearland, and Dawson. Let's analyze this district in our Randall's Film Session. 22 6A is a 9-team district, and with just 4 playoff spots available, there's very little room for error. Shadow Creek is a definite favorite to not only make the postseason, but claim the district throne. Why? Sharks have athletes everywhere on the field. Receivers Ja'Cory Watson, Chris Stewart can fly around on offense, while Kobe Sellers and Anthony Williams certified playmakers on defense. And to help first-year head coach Tyrone Green even more, Joseph Stewart transferred in from Hightower to play quarterback. Shadow Creek's toughest challengers may be the Pearland schools. At Dawson, the offense will lean on Rodney Bonham at receiver, while athlete Chase Davis will be used in all 3 phases of the game. Pearland brings back experience on defense, led by Jalen Stewart and Joseph Credit. Manville moves up to this district from 5A, and in order to make a playoff spot, the Mavs will need quarterback Jackson Hamilton to show out. Dobie has a new head coach, but still has 1,700-yard rusher Cameron Matthews dominating the running game. Memorial is looking to quarterback Logan Johnson to lead its group to the postseason. Alvin brings back 12 total starters from a 2-win season a year ago. South Houston has athlete Robert McKinney to help lead the offense, while Sam Rayburn is switching to a slot T offense for 2024.
The film session is brought to you by Randall's. Find these great Mott's products on the Chevrolet Inside High School Sports end cap and take your shopping game to the next level.
Chevrolet Inside High School Sports is brought to you by the Houston area Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Here's an even deeper look at 22 6A with producer Ward Fasold and the Houston Chronicle's John Poorman with another district breakdown.
All right, we're back for another district breakdown. John Poorman from the Houston Chronicle joining me, and we are talking 22 6A, which is a very interesting district because it looks kind of brand spanking new. 9 teams in it, so that means they get started right away after week 2. And Manville's moved up. Pasadena teams are in there. I mean, you look at teams that are traditional playoff teams. You see Shadow Creek, you see Manville, although that was 5A. Pearland, Dawson are always playoff teams. And Dobie seemed to get in a lot, but they were in maybe a weaker district in 22 6A. Man, when the chips are all on the table, who do you see coming out of this district?
Yeah, I think this district is going to look look very similar to how the old 23 6A district looked at the top, and that's with Shadow Creek, Pearland, and Dawson kind of ruling the roost. I'm really bullish on Pearland coming into this year. They've got a couple seasons under Coach BJ Gott now, and they really seem to be gaining some momentum. You saw that last season with how they played and coming away with a share of the district title. Definitely impressive there. And then, of course, you can't count out Shadow Creek. I mean, since the school opened, they've been a football perennial playoff team, rolling up undefeated regular seasons and such. They also got a share of the district title last year. The biggest adjustment for them is that Coach Brad Butler, who started the program, is now retired. So they're going to have a new head coach down there, but I would expect the expectations to remain the same. They just have so many talented kids. Every time I'm looking through the recruit list for the Houston area, year after year, there's 2, 3, 4, 5 Shadow Creek kids just popping up, and some of them necessarily you haven't even heard of before, but once they get on the field in the fall, man, they just really turn it on, and you get to know these guys. Excellent.
Well, we'll see how that pans out come August. John, I appreciate you joining us. We got the Big Daddy next week. It's 23 6A, which is the old 21 6A, and so we'll have some serious state contenders to talk about next week.
Absolutely.
And we'll post the entire breakdown segment this Wednesday on our social media pages. Now, we're taking a look at some game changers in our Players on the Rise presented by Parker University. Ja'Cory Watson of Shadow Creek has played just about everywhere for the Sharks, but should be at wide receiver full-time this fall. He has 45 career catches over 3 years at receiver with 9 touchdowns. He's also been playing quarterback the past 2 years, throwing for 850 yards and 10 touches in 2023. Look for him to make some serious noise as a receiver before he heads to Baylor. Kobe Sellers has also split time at quarterback for Shadow Creek, but this fall he's returning to his more comfortable positions of cornerback and wide receiver. He's a big, physical corner who isn't afraid to press up on his opponent, making 20 tackles for the Sharks a year ago, but expect those numbers to go up since he no longer has to worry about playing QB. Kobe has verbally committed to Texas A&M. Defensive end Jalen Stewart of Pearland came out of nowhere last year to have a sensational sophomore season for the Oilers. He finished the year with 48 tackles, 6 for loss, 7 sacks, and he'll be the leader for that defensive unit in 2024. Stewart also forced 2 fumbles, recovering 1. He has plenty of offers already, including ones from Utah, SMU, and Baylor. Dawson's Chase Davis is one of the better two-way players in this district. On offense, you can catch him making plays out of the wildcat position, but it's at corner where he truly shines. An excellent one-on-one defender who made 21 tackles, 2 INTs as a junior. Chase has offers from Louisville, Michigan State, and Arkansas, among others.
Players on the Rise is brought to you by Parker University. Check out our bachelor's degree in strength and human performance today.
And now our Ward Fasold catching up with Shadow Creek head coach Tyrone Green to talk about his Sharks in our Media Day segment.
All right, it's Media Day. We are in 22-6A as we inch closer to the start of the season, and I'm talking with Shadow Creek's new head coach Tyrone Green. Coach, how do you like first of all, how do you like me saying that? New head coach Tyrone Green, you take over a squad that's got a lot of potential, but before we even talk about the team, just talk about how things have been going for you ever since you got named the new head coach.
It's been going really well. Just getting a lot of support, from our administrative staff here on campus and at the district. Just being there supporting and, just trying to guide me through all of this. And I think the kids have been real receptive with the change. We say it's a change, but I've been here since the school opened. I have a great rapport with staff members and the kids and our feeder schools and all of that. So, it's been pretty smooth. Like I said earlier, it's just more of being able to manage everything, doing all the behind on the computer, doing all of that work that the adjustment had to be made.
Yeah, and that'll all come. Plus, the football stuff's probably easy for you. It's all the other stuff.
Right.
Speaking about the football stuff, I'm always a big fan of promoting within, and you've been in the program, and you're replacing Brad Butler, and it's kind of a different situation from maybe 70% of the new jobs that coaches get, because it's like, oh, team is struggling, we need to make a change here. We're going to change here. Your team ain't struggling. That team over there in Alvin is not struggling. So not only do you have a new title, but you have something else, which is called expectations. Right. And how are you dealing with expectations? And is it just going to be, that's what you want? You want to be expected to win these things.
Right. When, Brad coming here, Brad did a great job, an excellent job. He did a wonderful job of, laying the foundation. And we got a great group of kids that are coming back. We have a lot of seniors and a lot of kids that's played a lot of football. So with that, I'm gonna lean heavy on them, and I think we got a great staff.
We'll see what you got right off the bat. And I appreciate you joining me, Coach, and good luck during the season.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks, guys. And you can catch that entire interview Friday on our social media channels. That's going to do it for this week's Campfire. Next week, we're analyzing 23-6A. Until then, have a great week.